Ladies and gentlemen, Rudy here. This isn't really like a happy video. I try to keep a lot of my videos positive, but I'm just a little frustrated. And it's not Apple's fault. It's my fault for having expectations and for being disappointed when they're not met. Um, just I want to give you some reasons why, though, if you use Apple Music or you have iPods like I do, and you want to own ALAC files, reasons why you should buy CDs. So, one, kind of the crux of the video here, Apple doesn't sell ALAC files anymore. You have to download them from Apple Music, the subscription service. And even then, those aren't always compatible with like older devices. Only certain devices are compatible with that, mostly modern devices. And so like if you use like vintage MP3 players and stuff, you're kind of a bit out of luck, which I get. It's a niche thing now, but it's just kind of annoying for me. And again, it's partly it's on me for having expectations. You know, I guess I had dreams and now crushed. Two, and this is kind of like the other part, which is like, well, you can still get ALAC files that you own, but you have to take other file types and convert them. So you have to buy like FLAC files or WAV files or rip your own CDs to get the ALAC files. So basically, you have to buy music not from Apple and then convert it so you can use it with your Apple stuff, which is kind of frustrating. Like they kind of like make you jump through the hoops a little bit, don't you think? But that's basically it, guys. Right? You buy your non-Apple files and you convert them. Now, number three, Apple only allows these files to be downloaded and streamed on modern devices, basically. Devices that like support Apple Music, devices that like can read and play ALAC files, which is a lot of them actually. More devices support ALAC playback, especially if they're compatible with Apple Music, which is a fine ALAC player. Which I use that term ALAC, but they're just the bigger M4A files. So if you're not caught up on the lingo, they're M4A files, but they're bigger than the AAC files, which are the standard sort of lossy Apple media files, and that's like the ones you buy on iTunes. Now, I'm gonna give you three reasons, though, even though I'm salty. I'm gonna give you three reasons why you can still use AAC files. Why buying music from iTunes is still really good, and I still buy music from iTunes, and I plan to continue to do so from time to time. So one is that AAC files, the smaller M4A files, are actually still really good, especially compared to MP3s. AAC files, they support gapless playback, which is really a big difference with a lot of MP3 files which don't. So, you don't have those gaps. So if you have those CDs that flow from song to song to song, AAC files are a really good way to go. They're still compatible with your iPods and most MP3 players that are modern. So they're really good files, and it's not a downgrade that much. So this is part two. So it's like so if you want album covers and stuff, and you're just using your regular headphones, you don't use IEMs like I do, or you don't have like really like sophisticated speakers and stuff like that, you won't notice a difference between an AAC file and an ALAC file. So it's really apples and oranges in that sense, right? Or what is it? Tomato in that sense. It's not a big difference. And the size difference compared to ALAC files is really efficient. So like I guess AAC files are very good. You can't complain if that's what you have. That's what I have for some music that I've bought through Apple Music lately. I have AAC files. So it's like it's not the worst. It's okay, I'm mostly just disappointed because I've been really like excited and really like wanting to like do more with ALAC, and like I have a lot of ALAC now, mostly from the CDs I've been ripping. So I've been kind of used to just having everything in ALAC and AAC, and just kind of having the flexibility to like, okay, well, I want these songs, but I need to kind of like save on storage, or I want these songs and I'll put the ALAC files. So I guess it's pick your poison, right? What do you like? What do you prefer? Do you want like high fidelity files? Do you want to save on space? Do you want to be ergonomic but still have like a good quality? So it's really up to you. But all this is to say is that I'm probably gonna buy more CDs in the future as much as I can, even though sometimes it's a pain to find the album covers because iTunes doesn't always have the album cover, and like I have to like go online and download a JPEG and like I don't know. But what do you guys think? How do you guys download your music? You know, do you use Amazon Music? Do you use other streaming services? Where do you get your music? Do you use like Bandcamp and stuff? Let me know in the comments below. Have a good night. Bye.